Los Angeles, Amon. Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, they led the Lakers to, I think, their best win of the season. You have to see the highlights, though, to believe it. We're going to pick this one up. LeBron James always ready under the bright lights. In the fourth quarter, this is where things got good. Cam Johnson misses the three. He's been doing a bit of that this season. Elite. LeBron James diving on the floor.
I love it. And look, that floor gets hard when you're 41. That floor gets harder the older you get.
Aaron Gordon, though, is able to get the jump ball, but it's Marcus Smart cooking to the other end.
Defense wins championship.
Yeah,
Lakers take a 1-point lead. That's what he's saying to the crowd here. Nuggets on the other end.
Oh, this pass is unreal. Look at it in his shot pocket.
Crazy play.
Come on.
Tim Hardaway Jr. drills the triple from the corner.
That was a no-look.
Yeah, he didn't
Pass from Jokic. All right, so after the Nuggets made a free throw, the Lakers down 3. LeBron inbounds to Austin Reeves, who this was called as a foul in the moment. The subsequent last 2 minutes report says no, but this was incredible.
Wow.
Oh, so they said that wasn't a foul, huh?
That's
That
what
was
Bam
not-
was trying to do.
I don't know what yeah.
Austin Reeves executes the perfect missed free throw, and he steals the ball. I love you. I love you. All right. So to overtime we go. 30 seconds to play in overtime. The Lakers down. Marcus Smart hits a three. The Lakers take a 2-point lead. Austin Reeves is hyped. And then Jokic.
Oh, my God.
This was good D. This was good D.
Banks open. Jokic finishes with 24 points, 14 assists.
Oh, you can't let him go away from the double. You can't let him go left away from the double.
Luka Doncic calls game with the beautiful fadeaway jumper. That is such a difficult shot. He finished with 30 points, 13 assists, 11 rebounds, and the Lakers win in overtime. After the game, LeBron had high praise for his best supporting actor. Take a listen.
I can't think of it just right now because I'm still kind of engulfed in what just happened on the floor. So, just a big time shot by a generational player. He's just a big time player, man. And for us to kind of we wanted the last shot. We wanted to put the ball in our guys' hands. Started with AR. AR was able to find him. He was able to get away from the double team and just hit one of his patented step backs. So it's going to be just the first of many games with him in the Lakers uniform.
So Luka, he followed up his first 50-point performance with the Lakers with his first game winner, and then he got some help from Austin Reeves, right? There are 4 games with at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, the third most by any duo in Lakers history. That's pretty impressive.
How do they figure this out?
We have the best stats team in the business. Alejandro's on the case. And they did it 3 times this week. Richard, you called this game. I walked by you, the person who flicked the back of your head mid-call.
I appreciate that.
Was
professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Your biggest takeaway from the game, sir, was what?
That if the Lakers could play a higher level of sustained defense, I think they could actually have a shot because their offense is very good, but it's not an elite offense. You can score a lot of points, but you can't let your offense be what's going to dictate your level of success. And they just don't feel like they have enough defense consistently to be able to do that. They can win, they can dominate, they can do these things, but that's where you see those inconsistencies. You got Marcus Smart as one of your elite defensive players, and then LeBron James diving on the floor. When 2 old G vets are the ones that are making the defensive plays late in game, that just hasn't proven over NBA history to be sustainable.
Yeah, I look at it and see the same thing on the defensive end. And it's not a thing where you need individuals to do it, right? You need 5 guys doing it. It's got to be defensive principled. And you can just tell they're not spearheading in that direction right now. The effort comes in spurts. But like he's saying, if you can't put together 48 minutes of some sort of consistent team defense, there's not much we can expect.
Watch it away from this game.
Look.
Yeah.
What?
Come on, get some excitement for the Lakers.
I
agree they're not winning the championship. I agree they're not winning the championship, but they got 3 things going for them right now. Their defense was absolutely atrocious for months.
He said we need to be
atrocious. For the last 6 weeks, they've been defending better. They've been sort of a middling defensive team.
That's glass half full to me.
2, they've been making threes. Okay, they were a really poor shooting 3-point shooting team for a lot of the season. Last 15 games, they're 3rd in the league in 3-point percentage.
Welcome back, AR.
And Luka Kennard, that helps too.
Yeah,
and Luka, LeBron, and Reeves, when they played together, were negative for a long stretch.
And they figured it out.
Over the last few weeks, they've found ways with role changes to get there.
Staggering minutes.
Yes. Now I'm going to say this road trip coming up
the road
going
trip.
to test them a lot, starting with these 2 games in Houston. Now, Şengün is questionable tonight with the sore back, so that's a key when you look at that 44%. Houston's the 3rd best home team in the league. And if Houston wins one of these 2 games, it'll win the tiebreaker. This is really hard. And then look at that Wednesday, Thursday. You guys know to fly west to east on a back-to-back. very difficult. So these next 3 games, very, very difficult. So I'm not going to say the Lakers have arrived, but I do think that they should be praised for how they've rolled up their sleeves and improved their team as the season's gone along.
And if somehow they're able to go, 4-2 on that road trip?
That's a great road trip.
That's
a great
road trip.
It depends on which 4 they win. If they win the next 2, I will declare the road trip a success. Real talk.
Oh, because
that
of
that would get the tiebreaker and push Houston
Correct.
2 games back.
And they already have the tiebreaker against the Denver Nuggets, and so that could come into an important piece of all of this as well. But as the West playoff picture
of TGO, with that, I am Matt Barry, Palm Beach Gardens. Brian Custer out there in Bristol, Connecticut. March Madness is here, Custer, and you strike me as a guy that would fill out 4 brackets and take credit for the one that was best.
You pinned me right there. And you know what? We got more insight coming up on the brackets, and we got 2 brothers. One's a first-round NBA draft pick. The other hoping to be a first-round NFL draft pick. We're going to chat with both of those guys, Matt, later in the show, but let's start with the NBA.
Yeah, he went to Arizona State. He's going to be a first-round draft pick. But, yeah, let's go to the NBA. Lakers, Rockets. The tilt that has a chance to shake up things in the West. Lakers come into the game, winners of 5 straight, holding on to a half-game lead over the Rockets, while Houston has won 4 of its last 5 at home. Then later tonight, Spurs-Clippers face off. The Spurs hold a league-best 17-2 record since February. Wemby played in 18 of those, averaging 25 points and 11 rebounds per game. And what about the Thunder? I mean, this is getting really good. They're right in their third 8-game winning streak of the season. They look to pad that lead over the top over the Spurs. Well, the gap between the Spurs and Lakers is large. Teams 3 through 7 of the West only separated by 3 games. Timberwolves, losers of 4 of their last 5, still hold the 6th spot. I want to bring in Brian Windhorst to talk about the Thunder and all things Western Conference. Look, they're the defending champs. They're on that 8-game winning streak. They're looking really good. The Spurs, young, maybe a year ahead. Do they have gas in the tank to potentially catch OKC up top?
They sure do, because I want to tell you that when you evaluate where teams are in the standings this year, you have to look at how many tankers they're playing coming in. And the Spurs are playing a lot of them. They have the 3rd easiest schedule coming in. The Thunder schedule sort of more in the middle of the pack. And also say it looks like it's a big lead because it's 3 games, but it's really only 2, Matt, because the Spurs have the tiebreaker. So, look, if you're asking me, do I think the Spurs are going to catch them? No. I would still think that Oklahoma City is getting number 1. But this is not done. And Victor Wembanyama's MVP case is going to be tied to seeing whether he can pass the guy who's the champ in front of him right now.
Which, by the way, the Spurs, they've got a mental advantage with the Thunder. They know how to beat them when it counts. If this thing even gets late into the playoffs, those 2 teams face off. Who knows what will happen there with this young upstart Spurs team. Speaking of upstart, Lakers, they've won 5 straight. It's reason to get excited in L.A. How much noise can L.A. make in the final month of the regular season?
Well, there's 3 things going for them that I think we should point out. Number 1, they've improved significantly defensively. Any conversation about the Lakers earlier this season was hard to be serious about because they couldn't defend. They've been much better over the last 6 weeks. They're not a great 3-point shooting team, but over the last 15 games, they have been very good. They've been 3rd in the league in percentage. They all of a sudden, with Luke Kennard's arrival has helped a little bit, but they've just shot the ball better. And number 3, they were not great this season when their 3 best players were on the court, but that has been fixed again over the last 10 to 15 games. That has swung into the positive. That this 5-game road trip that begins tonight in Houston is very, very difficult, though. It is going to challenge them. The Rockets are the 3rd best home team in the league, and they're right next to them in the standings. So all of this work for the last couple of weeks that has gotten them into this position could be undone by a bad 10 days here. We'll see how they handle this challenge.
But, Wendy, how much noise? A loud talk, a scream, or like just a yell? Like, where are we noise meter with them?
In my view, I don't think that they are a serious contender to win the Western Conference. However, if they continue to play this way and things fall their direction, I think they could make a run maybe to the conference finals. But, hey, one person turns their ankle at the wrong time, you could find yourself in the finals. The Lakers want to be in that position. They could get there.
So we'll give him a loud talk, kind of like when you're in studio with
Okay,
Custer.
I didn't answer the
Understood.
question. You're right. I was a mistake. You corrected me. Thank you.
Dodging questions. Brian Windhorst, good stuff. Thank you. Some other news coming out of the NBA this afternoon. This just in, Shams Charania reporting. NBA is going to hold a vote at the Board of Governors meeting March 24th and 25th to explore adding expansion teams exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle. By the way, Seattle needs to get a team back targeted for the 28-29 season. Sources tell ESPN there is momentum for stakeholders to approve surveying what industry executives project will be bids in the $7 to $10 billion range for each team.